Just an update from our trip to Berlin, so we'll get right into it. I'm Raven, this is Danny, and this is about our travelling with a disability to Berlin. So, getting there was really nice actually. I mean, wasn't booked in even though we booked it 4 times over email.
Like emailed them, rang them.
Yeah.
You know.
Didn't really book it apparently. No. But luckily in Glasgow you just go to the disability section and they'll take you in, and we got a really nice woman called Linda who was just the loveliest.
She was. She was like showing us pictures of her mum's cat and then her friend's dog, and we were showing her our cats and our dog.
Obviously. And she was just so nice. Like, I can't give her enough praise. She was lovely. And then we got to Berlin and there was no assistants waiting for us. And on top of that, like, it was just awkward.
Yeah.
I started to twitch out because I was really tired, because stress is a big factor in my fibromyalgia. It stresses me out, and then as soon as I get stressed, I start to flare up, and when I flare up, I start to twitch. So Danny here had to I
had both arms wrapped around her, carrying her through the airport, basically.
And no one really cared.
No, nobody gave up a seat. Nobody offered to get assistance or anything. Yeah, and she couldn't talk.
Yeah, people thought I was deaf.
Yeah, the taxi driver was like, Riven was telling me things to ask the taxi driver, like, just, normal chit chat, because even when she can't talk, she can't shut up. She can't help herself. So I was translating what she was saying to the taxi driver, but then the taxi driver was talking to me instead of replying to Raven, because he thought she was deaf.
Yeah.
Because she can't talk.
And then we got to the hotel. The hotel didn't have any sort of disabled rooms, so they put us on the first floor, and
their lowest floor with bedrooms was the 5th floor.
Yeah. Luckily they had elevators and stuff, but we were right at the end of the corridor as well, so there was a bit of walk to get there. And the hotel room itself wasn't great. There was stuff falling apart. And there was no doors.
Yeah, it was hard. So you'd come in to the hotel room and you'd have a cupboard to the left, but the cupboard was actually the toilet. And then you continued just one step past the toilet, and there was the shower, sharing one frosted glass wall.
Not very frosted.
Not very frosted. A mildly frosted glass wall with the toilet. So you had you could, if you were in the shower, you could see whoever's in the toilet. And then you had the sink next to the shower with the mirror, and then you had a curtain to separate you from the rest of the room. So if you, had something against curtains and didn't want to use them, you would have full view of your partner taking a dump. Through the shower, because the shower was also just clear glass.
Yeah.
So you could see through the shower, through the frosted glass, to your partner.
Yeah, it was a bad hotel room. I mean, to be fair, we had a system of music and curtain closed at all times, going on. Oh, but get down, down. Come on. Just the wee man. Oh, the wee man. So we had that system in place. So the hotel wasn't great. There was stuff falling apart. The bed wasn't very comfortable at all.
Oh God, it was so hard.
It was the hardest of all beds, and I was just like, no more hard beds.
It was.
But Berlin was beautiful. We went on a few trips, and
the first day we were there, after sleeping, obviously, we decided to walk to the wildlife park, which was 2 hours away. We thought we could do that. We managed an hour.
Yeah.
Found a cafe called the Pretty Little Cafe.
It was so good.
It was very nice. It was the best scrambled eggs I've ever had in my life. And homemade pita bread, and so good. I can't recommend it enough.
And then we got a taxi.
Then we got an Uber, because we were like, no more walking. Okay. No more.
But Berlin was beautiful. We had the best time there. We went to the zoo, we went to the beer festival, we got very, very drunk.
Oh my God, 2.5 litres.
2.5 litres each.
Of beer.
And we were very, very drunk. We met some new people that we really loved.
We danced with some German people.
Yeah. I'll put in videos. I'll put in clips anyway of the beer festival and what we got up to.
We got catcalled by a pirate.
Oh yes, meow meow.
Yeah, it's meow meow meow.
Yeah. But as you can see, I look dead today. I would also
look dead, but I decided to put makeup on.
I have not been well since I got back from Berlin. I've just been sleeping. I think I was up for 7 hours.
Yeah, in total she was up for about 7 hours.
One day and I was just sleeping because the way back was just an utter nightmare. Like, it was so bad. I just wanted to cry.
Like, we went there, got to the hotel. No special assistance, no assistance booked whatsoever again. So I asked for special assistance. They told us our flight was delayed by 48 minutes or something, which I'm like, it didn't say that, but okay.
And they wanted us to sit downstairs.
Yeah, they wanted us to sit downstairs for an hour before someone could come get us.
So I was like, I made the choice to walk up the stairs and go, because if you know anything about fibromyalgia or arthritis, is if I sit down to it, this is just my opinion, and what my body does, as soon as I sit down, I start to crash. So I've got to keep moving, otherwise I will just freeze up and crash. So I was like, right, let's just get through security. I need a coffee, I need a drink, I need something to keep me going. Get through security. In my head, I was like, just get through it, and then we can get at the gate, we can sit down, and that'll be us, you know, and we'll get assistance, because the woman said someone will meet us at the gate.
Yes. But, and also, I'm going to point out, she doesn't help herself. Before we even get to the hotel, she's stressed. She thinks about everything that could go wrong, and then she just clings to it, gets stressed. Right, so she's already a mess when we get there.
Whenever someone travels, travelling is stressful. Everyone agrees travelling is stressful. Like, there's so many things to take into consideration. But with me, because I'm ill, I know there's extra added tasks that need to go into planning ahead. I need to know where my meds are. I need to know what time it is. I need to know when to take my meds, and when I'm getting on the flight, if I can go to the toilet beforehand. You know, I need to plan out all these things that go into my head as planning. When you have a disability, you have to think about all these things, so it makes travelling a lot more stressful. So I was already very anxious getting there.
Whereas I'm the type of person, I'm like, we've got your meds in this bit of the case, that's the case that we're going to take with us, so that's sorted. We'll get a bottle of water from a vending machine or something, that's sorted. Anything else that goes wrong is the airport's fault, and nothing we can do about it, just chill out.
Yeah, well, anyway, so that was kind of the...
So she was already a mess when we got there, and then we walked to the gate after stopping to get a
coffee,
an espresso milkshake.
It was very good, actually.
Yeah,
it was
really
good.
From Burger King, I think. It was very nice.
It was very good. We got to the gate, and the guy at the gate was like, right, you go straight ahead.
Sit into the
priority boarding.
Like the speedy access, boarding and whatever.
It was like, the seat's down there, you go straight there, because he scanned my card, and he noticed, because there was a note on it from the downstairs lady, that I was meant to be getting assistance. So I sat down, and I put my bad leg, my left leg on the suitcase, and I was just sitting there.
With a walking stick.
With my walking stick in my right hand, because that's how, you know, if you've got a limp in your left, you carry your walking stick in your right, because that's how walking sticks work. So I had my walking stick, it was very unsure. Then this woman, this Satan devil woman...
She was an employee from EasyJet.
Came marching up and was like, you, up. That's all she did, was like, you, up. And I was like, oh, we must be boarding, because why else would someone be asking me to get up out of the seats? So I stood up, getting my things ready, you know, getting my cane, and then I noticed that she was leading this old man,
who also had a cane,
to my seat, and I was like, hang on, what is happening here? And I kind of got a bit what? Like, you know, taken back.
Like,
Danny here was like, hello.
She moved along to ask some of the other young people, young-ish, like anybody who wasn't OAP age. She was like, up, all of you up, because there was some other mildly elderly people who were standing, and I just went, excuse me, like, I don't shout, I'm very non-confrontational, but I was like, no. And she turned around and I just went to the cane, and she was like, she didn't even apologise. No, she was like, fine, sit here. She was trying to get somebody else up out of the seats for me to sit, and my point of view was, I refused to sit down then, because I was like, they could be ill, they could have an invisible illness just like mine, and I'm not going to take their seat, that's not going to be okay, and also...
And to prove a point.
Yeah, to prove a point, and to be stubborn, because later on, one of the men that was sat down, like, he offered her the seat, so clearly he was okay to stand up, but she was like, no. I'm like, I'm fine, I will sit on my suitcase. I'm fine. I was like, you're clearly not.
I will sit on my suitcase, it's fine.
No, you only sat on the suitcase after I pushed you to, but yes.
But yeah, so anyway, I ended up sitting on this suitcase, and I was waiting for the person to come to assist us to the aircraft, because obviously there was a bit of a walk. the woman came back up to us about 10 minutes later, I would say, and was like, see, 13...
18E.
So 18E.
And we were like, yes.
I just give it to Danny. I was like, you deal with this,
And I
because
showed
I
her, I was
talked
like,
to her.
yeah,
I'm
that's
going to
it.
kill her.
18E.
And then she walked off, and that was it. That was all she said. That
Didn't
was
do
it.
anything.
And then I actually recorded this footage, so I'll add it in. I was walking, we had to walk to the aircraft, which is quite far for me personally, to walk, because I was already stressed and tired, and I was already like on the edge of twitching out. So I was like, right, just get to the aircraft, I walked right past her. She didn't even look at me, didn't even acknowledge my existence.
She was like making a point of not looking to her, so I think
because
she knew
she was in trouble.
Up.
Yeah, she knew she did wrong, but I was just so, how could you do that? Like, how could you just walk up to someone just because they look okay and ask them? If she would have asked me and said, this gentleman needs a seat, I would have got up. Do you know what I mean? I'd have happily sat on my suitcase, but it's the way she did it. She was like, you up, because I was what looked alright.
Because you were young and had pink hair.
But I was the first person she told to move. I was like, hang on a minute. This man probably has arthritis. I have arthritis. What makes his arthritis any worse than mine because he's old? Well, no, that's not how it works. Like, I feel old. I feel like my body is falling apart some days. And for her to do that, it was just very degrading because everyone was looking at me like, oh, here's a millennial, you know, young person taking up seats. But that's not the case, you know, that's not the case. It really just makes me really sad when people do that and you have to defend your illness. Next time I go to the airport, I'm just going to get a badge that just says, I am disabled, and just stick it on my forehead maybe, because that must be the only way to sort of justify my illness to other people. I don't see why I have to, but clearly you do when you're travelling. But we got back to the UK side, and our lovely assistant from the way there came and picked us up, which wasn't booked.
No, it was technically kind of booked.
Kind of booked.
Because I went to the do we still call them air hostesses? I don't think you do. The people on the
cabin crew.
Cabin crew.
Cabin crew.
And I was like, my girlfriend's disabled. I need to know if she's booked, because we booked several times and it wasn't there on the way here, and it wasn't booked on the way back. And I told them all about the woman in Berlin, and they were like, they got their piece of paper out and showed me Raven's name, her seat number, and had even her passport photo attached to it. And I went, so you're telling me this was booked? And she was like, yeah, it was booked on the way to Berlin and on the way back. We have you here, marked down as disabled and needing a thingy. I'm just like, what? So, but apparently, what they told us is that EasyJet have the.
You probably want to pause here a second.
Because Obi?
No, because it's going to run out.
Oh.
I think it does like 12 minutes.
Okay. No, she's avoiding it.
So much for my assistance, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one asked us, no one met us at the gate, no one's given us assistance, no. What seat are we?
18 E and D.
E and D. I swear to God, if anyone tries to push past me on here, I'm going to actually flip a lid. Thank you. On and doing the airline.
No smoking. Hi there.
Hi. This is an actual joke, man.
Hi there.
The coffee openers.
I'm so angry. Sausage. It's alright, I'll just squeeze past everyone. Where are we?
This side, sorry.
Sorry.
I'll see it.
Middle, I'll go mid. No, I'll go aisle actually, if that's alright.
Yep.
Hold these a second. So that was our journey onto the plane with assistance. As you can tell, we got a lot of it. Great. Sorry my face is so close up, the camera's around my neck. I am raging, my legs hurt, and this has just been a complete nightmare. So yes, thank you so much, EasyJet.
EasyJet has the what do you call it, assistance thing booked. But they have to they tell the airport, and it's up to the airport to actually give us the assistance, and EasyJet pay the airport to give us like wheelchairs and that. So if the airport doesn't do it, apparently we're supposed to complain, which we will be doing.
We will be doing.
Oh boy, will we? So yeah.
So I've just been dead. So the lovely woman came and got us.
Yeah,
Linda, she was so lovely. She came and
the
got
best.
us. She was asking all about our holiday, what we got up to.
She was mortified by Berlin.
Yeah, she was just really lovely though. And then she took us out, and then my family came and got me. Like Emma, and she came and got me from the airport, and Martha. And we went home and we had a chat with them, giving all the gifts out, and then I've just been dead since.
She's like she was like.
Like, I'm so tired.
She was like awake from 4 a.m. until
about
8, and then until about you slept between like 6 and 7, I think, and then you fell asleep between 10 and 2, and then between 3:30 and 4, and then 6. Sorry, you woke up in the middle of that to come upstairs, in which you fell asleep again, and then from 7 until the next morning.
I am exhausted.
So
my body, like my mind isn't. My mind's very like with my ADHD, I'm very active mentally, but my body's just like nah. It's like nah.
No.
It's like go back to sleep.
It is now rest time.
You have had too much fun. Go back to sleep. You know, wake up in a few weeks when I'm feeling better. So that's been our trip. I will add some footage in. Overall, it's not been too bad travelling with with a disability this time.
No, like she was asking me if I was bothered by it, or if, like, you know, how did you find traveling with a disabled person? Isn't it great? And I was like, it's fine. Like, I know some things are like really annoying, like the assistance and stuff, but
I've only ever travelled being disabled because I didn't go on holiday before I wasn't. So this is all I know is just stress and horrificness. So yeah. But
oh well.
thanks for watching. I hope you found this information useful. I would double check, triple check, and
Quadruple check and
go
on the day check.
On the day check, yeah. About your travel plans, if you are taking a wheelchair or anything else, double check that they've got you booked and demand it if it isn't there. That's all I can suggest. I mean, and complain, and we can only complain until something gets done about it.
Yeah.
But thanks again for watching. Hope you thought this was useful. And see you next time. Bye.